I've cut up and altered my wedding dress into a functional dress instead of giving it to my sister who can't afford an expensive dress. My sister Claire has been planning her wedding for over a year now. She's been dreaming about it since we were little kids, playing dress up with mom's old bridesmaid gowns and pretending the couch was an altar. But now that it's actually happening, reality hit hard. She's broke, like living on instant noodles broke. Her fiance, Jake, works at a car repair shop, and she's a substitute teacher, which means her pay is basically vibes and broken dreams. They barely scrape together money for a church rental and some flowers from the grocery store clearance bucket. About 3 months ago, she started hinting at my wedding dress. And I use hinting lightly because it was less of a hint and more of a full-blown broadcast. Every family dinner, phone call, hangout. Remember how gorgeous you looked in that dress? It's such a shame it's just sitting in your closet collecting dust. Then it turned into, I bet it would look amazing on me too. We're basically the same size. And then she finally just asked, straight up, can I borrow your wedding dress? Now here's the thing about my wedding dress. I saved for 8 months to buy that thing. I was making $35K a year and still somehow spent $4,000 on it. Worked every weekend shift, cut out takeout, gave up Spotify Premium, suffered. It was an off-white silk masterpiece with hand-sewn beading and a cathedral train that made me feel like a Disney queen marrying into a monarchy. Then 2 years later, I got divorced. Turns out my Prince David was more of a lying, cheating dumpster goblin. After that, I couldn't even look at the dress without wanting to set it on fire. But I didn't get rid of it. Too expensive. Too many memories. Too much emotional damage to make a clean break. So when Claire asked to borrow it, my first instinct was, maybe. I love her. She's my baby sister, and I wanted her to have something beautiful on her wedding day. But then she said something that flipped the whole script. I'll be extra careful with it, I promise. And when I have kids someday, maybe my daughter can wear it too. It could become like a family tradition. A family tradition. As if the dress wasn't mine. As if she already had it. As if she had any right to claim it like some heirloom she was entitled to just for sharing my DNA. I told her I needed to think about it. That night, I pulled the dress out of the back of my closet for the first time in forever. Held it up in the mirror and just stared at myself. I felt nothing. No grief, no nostalgia. Just a black hole of meh. That's when I knew what I had to do. I spent the entire weekend transforming it. First, I carefully removed all the beading and saved each tiny pearl and crystal in a little jar. Then I chopped the train, took off the sleeves, and shortened the skirt to knee length. I dyed the whole thing deep navy blue. Gave it a fitted bodice and a whole new vibe. When I was done, it was a killer cocktail dress. The kind you wear when you want to look expensive and unbothered. I wore it to my friend's birthday party the next weekend and got compliments all night. People I didn't even know asked where I bought it. I felt incredible for the first time in years. Then Claire called. Hey, when can I come try on the dress? I told her to swing by that evening. She showed up practically vibrating with excitement. Knocked on my door like she was announcing her coronation. I opened it, wearing the dress. Her face went through an emotional slideshow. Confusion, recognition, horror, rage, devastation. Is that my wedding dress? She asked. No, I said. It's my cocktail dress now. She lost it. Screamed about how selfish I was, how I knew she couldn't afford anything fancy, how I was ruining her wedding out of spite. She called me petty, jealous, vindictive, accused me of hating her because she was getting married and I was divorced. I stayed calm, told her it was my dress, bought with my money, from a marriage that crashed and burned. I never promised her anything. She never even asked if she could have it permanently. She just assumed. You could have just said no instead of destroying it, she shouted. But I didn't destroy it, I said. I saved it. That dress was collecting dust in my closet, haunting me. Now it's something I can actually use. Something beautiful that makes me feel good instead of making me want to cry. She stormed out and hasn't spoken to me since.